Yo, what's up guys, I'm back, got a review here. This time we have this 89 rated Stoichkov card. Now I have a big history with this guy, so it's very sentimental to me because this was one of my first ever cards I packed out of a guarantee pack and I used him for so long. Anyway, so on stats then, so he's 5'10", got the medium work rates. He's left-footed with the 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot. Now I used him across 2 accounts with also a few friendlies mixed in as well, just to get a good grasp on the card in a lot of games. As you can see by their record, really good on this account's foot champs. Now, on alternative positions, he's got a wide variety, which I do like. He's got the striker, the centre forward, got the right wing, and also left wing. So he can pretty much play anywhere in the attack, obviously besides the right mid, left mid, and cam. But he's got a lot more variety than some other cards. So on stats, he's got a 90 pace, 91 shooting, 84 passing, the 90 dribbling, and also the 84 physical. So he's one of the most complete, well-rounded strikers, all wide in the game. I'll speak about that after, what he should play and where he should play and what chem style and etc. Stuff like that. He does have a few playstyles fair, which I do really like. One of them especially being that technical plus, but that will be mentioned more on the positive and negative side of things. He also has the finesse shot, he has the dead ball, and he also has the flare, which I don't personally like this year. I feel like flare ruins a lot of shots. But with that being said, if you do enjoy the clips or want to see more, please do subscribe. It generally does mean a lot to my channel, and I'd see you after positive and negatives. Peace. So, on to my other thoughts about the card then. Now, you may be wondering why there's a little bit less clips than usual, and it's because when I said I used them on both accounts, I did. I had both sets of foot champs and some friendlies, but I couldn't find the gameplay for the second account, so I've only had to use my main account, which was a little bit frustrating since I have a lot more clips than this. But we'll go through his card then. So the 4-star skills in this card, along with that gold technical, go together really nicely. You can pull off some skills, hold that R1 dribbling, and it just keeps the defenders away from you until you can do them skills. Now, the 3-star weak foot is a little bit inconsistent in my opinion. Sometimes he'll score it, sometimes he'll miss the whole goal. So, you do need to be careful of that at times. I would say about this card, he's got a very big lack of consistency. I don't know what it is. I think it's his finishing overall. But he just, as you see in something, he just misses very easy chances. But then other times will score them really easily. So, it is a little bit frustrating at times, but we'll speak about that more later on the finishing. So, on the pace for me, with that dribbling, he doesn't really have any issues with it at all. Use that R1 dribbling to get you through and then use the sprinting. He's generally quite fast and he'll get you through and go past his centre-backs and full-backs. Now, shooting for me, overall on that left foot, with that finesse, was quite strong. But when you get to that weak foot and other kind of shooting, like the near post shots and all that kind of stuff, he would just be a little bit inconsistent. So you do need to be careful of this if possible. Maybe change the chem style up to maybe like a finisher or maybe a dead eye or something like that. But I do like that extra pace in this card with that dribbling as well. It just goes together really nicely. But as I've talked about, that shooting can be a bit inconsistent. Now the passing for me, overall, I think it's really good. For a striker, that's insanely good. Like, you don't need any better than that really, unless you're doing some like hold up play. But overall, he can do hold up, he can play it through, he can do it on his own. He's a very well-rounded card, which is what I like about him. Now, me personally, if I was having my team, now I know this is the start of the game, so people might not have the most of coins, but I would personally like him as a left attacking mid or a left wing. I feel like that's his best suited position because he can hit them across goal. He's got a very strong left foot, so you don't have to rely on that right too much. He's got strength, dribbling. He's got it all really for that winger card, or even a cam, which I'll speak more after when on the dribbling stats. Now, on the dribbling then, so he's got 88 agility, 91 dribbling stat, but with that goal technical plus, it feels a lot better than this. That 5'10" height as well goes together really nicely with the belt. Like, he just move really nicely, swift, smooth, and a lot of defenders are going to struggle to keep up with him. Now, this might be where this finishing lies, sometimes inconsistencies. Now, 87 may not seem low, but on a card of this value and a card of this stature with loads of stats, it is a little bit low. I'd want more like 90 plus, and that's maybe why the inconsistency shooting happen. But overall, he will score the most chances. Now, the physicals me. So he's got a lot of good stats here. He's got the aggression, which is one of my favourite things to have on a card this year. 91 aggression, so they can just press up when you've lost the ball up high, and they can get that ball back really nicely and then start another attack. Now, he also has decent strength, not bad stamina as well, so you could possibly play him cam, especially with them work rates. And the jumping head and accuracy are a little bit average, but overall, they can do the job if needs be. So on to the easy part of review, the overall scores. Now first me kicking off is the pace. Now overall for the pace, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It's very solid on this card, especially with that Hunter Chem stat and especially with that R1 dribbling. Moves really nicely, it's quite fast, he'll get you through past some of the defenders. Now next with me is his shooting. Now overall for this, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. Purely because of that weak foot and that inconsistencies. He can let you down a few times as he has done for me, and it really did frustrate me. I know his record seems amazing, but some of the players were just not on my skill level, so we're just getting battered. But with that being said, the shooting can be good, can be bad, so just be careful. Now the passing for me, depending on where you play him, so I'm going to base it mainly off a wide or a striker, not really a cam, because obviously you need better passing as a cam. But overall for this, I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10. It's very solid, especially for a striker. You don't really see many strikers with good passing. It's very rare, and if you do, you probably want to play him cam instead. So overall for that, it is quite good. Now, the dribbling stats overall. Now, he's got that goal technical. He's got the good dribbling. He's got good ball control. He's also got good agility. With that, as I said, gold technical plus, I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10. Honestly, it would probably be more like a 9, but I just do want a little bit more composure, a little bit more balance to go along with that strength. And it just would make him a very nice, well-rounded card. Now, the physicals for me. So this is a little bit of a hard one to rank because the stamina is average, the jumping head accuracy is average, the strength is good and the aggression is good for general like player base on this game. Like, you're not going to see many cards with that aggression, that strength combined. But overall for this, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. He will last you 90 minutes and a bit of extra time as well. Obviously that's striker and wide. I don't know about cam, I didn't really try him there. I think it's not really his best position. I feel like striker or wide is his best, and me personally, I would say wide. But the jumping head accuracy, a 5 out of 10, you're not going to be utilising that as much, and the strength and the aggression are really good. Now, overall score for me then, I'm going to give him an 8.2 out of 10. Do I think it's worth it for the SBC? I'm going to say no, not yet, because a lot of people have like only like 3 or 4 special cards in their team, especially dumping 700k untradeable this early. No, unless you have a lot of fodder or over the month, however long he's out for, you have a lot of fodder to him. I'm going to say cut half the price off him. I'm going to say no. Try him out on the market, try his loan, see what you think of him for yourself. But overall, he's a decent card, don't get me wrong. So value for coins, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. I think he's good, and he's a very consistent card with his stats overall well-rounded. But there's just a few inconsistencies at times will let you down in the bigger games.